Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for the weekly update. A few things today. First of all, got this shirt. Jeez, Luca! It's new shirt from Luca Jin's merch store. It's on Teespring. I feel like she shared a link to it in her Twitter. So yeah, it's nice. It's comfy. So this goes along with the chicken wing shirt. So yeah, it's like it's good. And also it's like I got a 2X and it's like long, which is good because when it shrinks in the wash, it'll be just right. But anyway, first things first, as always, Let's Plays. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga ended last week. So did the VODs for Kingdom Hearts. So yeah, it's gonna be weird not recording 3DS stuff for a while now because that was all I did for several months. But yeah, it's over. That last boss was a doozy, but all in all, it was a fun game. I hope you guys check out the Let's Play. As for what's going to be going on now, we have the VODs for Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal version going up. I have a bunch of streams from last year. Last year, maybe? Like a year ago that I never uploaded. Like the last time I uploaded something, I just have this like part in my hair right here. It's driving me nuts. The last time I uploaded something was 2 years ago for the Pokemon Viet Crystal stuff. So I cut up those streams. So this week is going to be pretty much all those episodes. Just Monday through Saturday is going to be Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal. Next week the same. Probably for the next 4 weeks because I have 4 streams to cut up. But that, like, this week's stream is Blackthorn until the League, I believe. No, it's after that. It's through the League. I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure where it cuts up, but I have all I have everything set up to upload. So while we're in between projects, it's going to be, my channel is going to be Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal VODs. I'm also going to be working on, I might also upload some of the Earthbound Randomizer videos here and there. I'm also going to be working on getting my April projects ready. If you guys are new here or whatever, April 2nd is like my Let's Playing anniversary, so that's when I like to start new projects and like get things rolling. So I have 3 Let's Plays now. Like, I had 2 big projects, and then I remembered that there was another game that I have to do. Personally have to do. So that's going to replace one of them, but it's also going to be short, so it's going to like go on. But I'm going to announce all 3 projects at the same time at least, so you guys will get hyped. You will be hyped. The video is making this look a lot bluer than it is. It's a dark navy, but the contrast is all the way up. So yeah, look forward to that. It's gonna be good stuff. I'm really excited for this coming Let's Play fiscal year. I don't know how it works. I don't know how that works out. As for other things, art from this week, I'm going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct at the end of the video, so, you know, just going to show the art now in case you want to tune out after that, because you either have not seen it and you don't care, or you have seen it and you don't care. So the first thing I did is I drew Judith from Tales of Vesperia. I was trying out like a new, as you can see, it's like, as you can't see because it's not focusing, but it's like, you know, dotted. I was trying out some new brushes that I had that are used for like comic making that adds like a little dark space in, so I think it went pretty well. It used to be on Twitter you could just cycle through your pictures on, like, when you're in the media channel, but they for some reason got rid of that. I don't know why. The next thing that I did was I wanted to just draw everybody's eyes. These are like the main playable characters' eyes. They're all very expressive, and they're all different, as you can see. Everybody has like their own specific feature. You know, going from the left over here, we got Yuri, Estelle, Rapide, Carol, and then over here we got Rita, Flynn, Judith, Patty, and Raven. That was just really fun to draw in detail, so that's up on Twitter as well. Let's see. Bagel was Proton John was streaming on Lukagin's channel on Tuesday. Bagel broke a vase in the middle, so I made him like a death portrait from Danganronpa. I thought it looked pretty good. If the camera will focus, there we go. So yeah, it's like one of those things that you see at the trials where the dead people are. So I thought it was cute. Finally caught a Lugia in Pokemon Go from a research thing, instead of giving me stupid Zapdos or something. So I did one of the Patreon commissions for this month. Gaius Forzel, I'm not sure, from the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel series. So I think this came out pretty well. It actually took multiple attempts, but I kind of just did the face and then tried to draw the hair around it. That seems to work with these characters. They have very detailed clothing. It's not easy to draw them. It's not going to make any sense, but Proton John was doing a stream where he was playing Babar, and like one of the things, like he was just like driving around and it had like drifting physics in it, so he decided that it had initial D, and then at one point the savannah was on fire, so he had to stop. So it was like, oh my gosh, a huge fire blocking my path, this is terrible, I have to do something. And the next level you're just like boating instead with the same physics, so I just have him, the first one's like running in the 90s, and the second one is the deja vu. It's so hard when I try to be me. Wow! It was funny to me. I'm sorry. Next thing I did was another Patreon reward. Fi, I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. Klausel? Come on. This one also took me a bunch of tries. Originally, when I was making that Judith picture, I was trying to draw her, and I was like, nope. But again, I started with the eye, like the general face, and then put the eyes in, and then like slowly worked around the hair, and eventually worked out. But yeah, again, like just the shading and everything is very meticulous in the original artwork, so it took time. But yeah, I really like how that one came out. And I don't think I did much else. No. Okay. So that was that for last week. Before we get to the direct, just once again, thank you very much to our patrons. For the ones that I didn't get to yet, I'm going to be getting to it. We'll just, patience. I'm going to try to work on 1 or 2 a week, but there's a backlog now. How many do I have now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 to do. So, some of them might be more than others, but I'm going to try to do 3 this week, because now that I don't have to record a main Let's Play, I can focus on drawing and playing Tales of Vesperia. But mostly drawing. And I'm going to have friends over this week also, which is going to be great. And yeah, so I'm just excited. Also, before we get into the thing, this week, excuse me, Tuesday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time should be streams. Last week we finished up Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal in the streams. We beat Red, thankfully. I'm sorry, we beat the Sorcerer. This week, I think we're going to start up Tales of Vesperia. The streams are probably going to be 3 or 4 hours, depending on how tired I get. If you guys think that 8 p.m. Eastern might be a better start time than 9 p.m., just because there are going to be longer streams, let me know. I'll probably pose the question in my Discord also. But, yeah. So, definitely Tuesday is going to be Vesperia. Wednesday might be Earthbound Randomizer / something. I'm not sure. It might be just a little bit of Earthbound and a little bit of Vesperia, but I want to get at least like 4 hours of Vesperia a week, because it's a long game. But yeah, I look forward to that. I've been having a lot of fun with the game. It's very fun. I think like it would be fun for chat interaction. I know it's like it's an RPG, so it's something, but like there's just a lot of heart in the game, and experiencing with other people I think would be a fun experience. Anyway, after 10 minutes, getting on to the Nintendo Direct, I wrote down my thoughts on it, like all the things that I caught anyway that they announced. But yeah, so the Nintendo Direct was really by the way, there was a Direct this past week if you missed it. There was a lot. They started off with something that just blew everybody's minds. Mario Maker 2. Now with slopes! And Cat Mario and a whole bunch of other cool features that they were like hinting at. I wasn't really sure if they were going to go for Mario Maker 2 for the Switch just because like it worked on the Wii U and the 3DS because there was a touchscreen. Technically the Switch is a touchscreen too, but they had like a wheel system so that you didn't just have to go through menus and menus, and I really like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing this game get revived. I mean, it was insanely popular on the Wii U, and that was on the Wii U. So the Switch, which I think has a larger install base at this point, it's exciting. Also slopes. Apparently, like I wasn't in the know on features that people wanted from Mario Maker, but apparently the slopes are the things that people wanted. So that's coming out in June. They talked about Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which looks pretty fun. It's coming out in the summer. Box Boy and Box Girl, which is like a co-op version of Box Boy, which looks really good, is coming out April 26th for the Switch. This is all Switch games, by the way. I don't have to specify it's the Switch. They just showed off Joker for like a half a second, just his game model. He's coming out before the end of April, so that's going to be really exciting, which means that sometime in the next 2 months, within the next 2-month period, we're also going to get DLC 2 announcement, so yay. Captain Toad on the Switch got a free co-op thing and a bunch of DLC levels that are out now. Bloodstained got a summer release window, so that was really cool. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming out July 12th, and it looks pretty fun. Dragon Quest 11S, they're making a Switch port, which it was technically announced. The Switch port of Dragon Quest 11 has a few updates. First of all, it's going to have a 16-bit mode that you can just play the game as like, one of the SNES/DS type, well, more like the SNES type Dragon Quests, which is like the exact like sprite work and everything, so just 16-bit, and it looks fantastic. Also, they're giving it an orchestral soundtrack that you could switch back and forth to. Hopefully the PS4 version will also get that soundtrack. They announced a Disney Tsum Tsum game, which is very interesting. If you don't know what a Tsum Tsum is, this guy is a large Tsum Tsum, but it's like this shape. Sorry, Sushi. I actually have, if you'll excuse me, you can stare at my butt for a little bit. I have a couple of them. Yeah, here we go. I have, technically these are Disney now, but like the Darth Vader Tsum Tsum here, and a General Grievous one that I bought these in Disney way back when. But yeah, so this is a Tsum Tsum thing. So Disney is making, this one is for Disney characters like Mickey, Goofy, Donald. The ones for like the Disney characters, like the mainstream Disney characters, are adorable, by the way. But it's a party game. There was like Tsum Tsum curling, and it was just very funny looking. So yeah, that actually looked interesting. Let's see, Starlink is getting Team Starwolf and Team Star Fox like additions to it, so that looks really cool. Rune Factory 4 special edition thing is getting a Switch port this year, and also they announced that Rune Factory 5 exists. I haven't played the series, but people were hyped over it. Let's see, Square Enix's like I Am Setsuna devs are making a game called Oninaki, which is coming out in the summer. It looks pretty interesting. We'll see more information of that later. Yoshi's Crafted World, coming out March 29th, has a demo out now that I have not tried yet. And they're going to be like costumes and things you can put on Yoshi that give him like armor, and they're based like you can. I don't remember if they said you can tap Amiibo for it, but like you can find them in game, and it looked pretty cool. They gave a whole bunch of information about Fire Emblem Three Houses, which it looks like it actually reminded me a lot of Final Fantasy Type 0. In just like you're like literally a class, like a school class, and you go out and you kill people. So maybe that's where the similarities end, but it just reminded me of that. But that's coming out July 26th. It's getting a fancy edition with an art book and music and stuff that I might get. I'm not sure yet. Surprise announcement. They announced Tetris Battle Royale. It's Tetris 99, but it's a Battle Royale. You fight 99 other people at once. And that is the most amazing idea that nobody asked for. And I've seen people play it at this point, and it looks amazing. I haven't tried it yet either. It's on the Switch, obviously. It's out now. But it looks so fun and chaotic, and I'm not good enough at Tetris to beat that, but it's definitely something I would try. Dead by Daylight is coming out in the fall. Deltarune is coming out on the 28th of this month, so that was cool. The trailer for that was hilarious, as always. They gave more information on Daemon X Machina, a little bit more. It's coming out in the summer. There's also a demo for that. There's a lot of demos that came out. There's a demo for that out now, and people who play the demo are also going to like get contacted for giving feedback on it. So that's cool. Grid Autosport, which is a racing game, is coming out in the summer. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is coming out in the spring. Mortal Kombat 11, which I was kind of surprised about, is being ported on the April 23rd. It's coming out. That's the release date in general, I think. Unravel 2 is coming out March 22nd, which is really cool. Assassin's Creed 3 Remaster, out of nowhere. There's a joke with that in a little bit. Final Fantasy VII is coming out March 26th. The Chocobo Mystery Dungeon's coming out March 20th. And Final Fantasy IX came out on the day of the Direct. So that was a whole bunch of Final Fantasy news. They announced that Bayonetta 3 is coming out eventually. There's a game called Astral Chain being made by Platinum. When they like first showed it off, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely a Platinum game. It looked like a Bayonetta Nier type of thing, but it just had interesting mechanics of using like a chain between two characters to attack or grab enemies. So yeah, that's coming out August 30th, I think. So Astral Chain and Assassin's Creed 3, the two AC games that we asked for. No news on Animal Crossing Switch, though. Much to people's consternation. But they did end off on one thing. We're getting a remaster of Link's Awakening. First of all, when they were showing like the intro to like the announcement, it was like a animated cutscene of the beginning of the game. Like if you're playing the Game Boy game, like it starts off with Link is out at sea, and it's like I can hear the music in my head right now. He's like in a storm, so it's showing the storm, and I'm like, I see the storm, I see a boat, I don't see Link, I don't see like anything, I just see like the hull of the ship. I'm like, oh my god, it's Link's Awakening. There's like a few games that I've played enough that I can. It's like you hear a song and you hear the first chord of the song, and you're like, I know exactly that. It's like A Hard Day's Night. You hear the ding, and you know exactly that's A Hard Day's Night. So it's the same thing with me, like Link's Awakening. That was the same with Final Fantasy VII. Both times with Final Fantasy VII, when they announced the remake, and it just started off with like the space. Just a dark screen with like the greenish, aquamarine greenish, like, dots. Didn't start the music yet. Just, a black space with the greenish, little dots are all around, which is like, leads into the, showing Aerith by the little well of life stream that's coming out. Like, the second I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, it's Final Fantasy VII. It's the same thing when they announced Cloud for Smash. it was a white screen with those dots that time, but like still, it's like, oh my god, it's Final Fantasy VII. It was like certain things that you can like tell from the second they show it, even if it's not the main character, even if it's not the music or anything. It's like, you know, that one little bit that you know the series well enough that you're like, yes, that is exactly what this is. So that's what it was with me and Link's Awakening. For those of you who don't know, first of all, I did a Let's Play Link's Awakening on my channel. You should go check it out. But Link's Awakening is one of my happy places. It was one of the first video games that I played to completion as a child. I played Link's Awakening, and then I got Link's Awakening DX eventually. Like, that game is a happy place for me. I have it pretty much memorized at this point. Like, the music, the dialogue, everything. Like, that's just something that I am obsessed with. That's a game that I can just play and play and play again. So getting a remake on the Switch is just like, some people weren't too keen on the art style, and I do understand that because it is different, and like, I'm a purist, but it's also Link's Awakening. Like, I'm a purist for that like sprite art style that we got for like Link's Awakening and the Oracle games. Like, so good, but it's like almost a claymation style, and that's like one of my favorite styles of things. It's the only reason why I bought Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, because that game disappointed me, but the art style did not. I love claymation style, but it's like a pseudo claymation style. Just everything is just like, it feels like it belongs with the game. And if I don't like it, I'll just go back to playing the Game Boy Color one. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Again, Link's Awakening is one of my happy places. Like a few games that like I can just rely on to like make me happy. Is like Katamari Damacy, Link's Awakening, Pokemon Silver, FF7. So it's just, it's good times. I'm excited. But yeah, that was the Direct. I think I got everything. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But yeah, what are you excited for? There's a lot. There was a lot that they talked about. I was kind of scared because they didn't have a lot of like, you know, news before this for this year. But we're not really getting anything this month outside of like Deltarune. But March and April they're going to be pretty full, and I assume before then we're also going to get another Direct with like leading up to E3, and then there's obviously going to be E3 telling us what we're going to be wasting our money on at the end of the year. So yeah, thank you very much for watching though. Again, streams this week, starting Vesperia up, working on art. Pokemon Crystal is going to be uploaded for the next month-ish, and yeah, look forward to good times, and I hope you guys are well, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.